Now it's okay.
It's okay?
And it will be a very inspiring lecture because she wrote her authentic instrument, and she will improvising in the Pentatonic Scale with Chinese instruments. And I hope this is something cross-cultural that we can learn a lot from Asian instruments, how they improvise. Because the sound, the timbre is also always us. So the floor is yours. We have 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, we will have 10 minutes discussion or question. Please.
Hello, can you hear me? Good. Okay, so my name is Leah. I'm from Hong Kong, and this is my instrument. It's called Wuzhen, which is like originally it's actually from China. And I would like to play some like simple like notes for you guys, and you can like actually hear about how it sounds like. Okay. So in this lecture, if you wanted to record or like anything, just feel free to do it because I'm very happy to be here to like sharing my cultural experience for you all as well. Okay. So now just listen and I guess. So this is how it sounds like. It's just pentatonic scale. So you guys hear it? It's actually this instrument is based in pentatonic scales. So that's why I would like to talk about how we improvise with Chinese instruments with pentatonic scales, and also how can we help those people with traumatic experience as well. Okay, let's see. Let's move on. My music, my background is actually from Hong Kong, but I studied my master in Australia, in Sydney. And so, like, since I was really, really young, I was like learning this instrument like when I was 4. So it's like in some years, and I was learning a traditional Chinese concept. I don't know what is improvisation at all by then. Then I met this guy. Called Sean Thomas. Unfortunately, he won't be here today, but I'm very grateful that he inspired me about the jazz concept, about improvisation. When I met him, I don't even know what is chord progression it is. That is really, really bad. But I'm like really lucky I have a chance to study in Australia, and then I get used to improvisation. It's a really, really special technique, and that's why it brings all of you guys came here to listen as well. And before I talk about it, think about it, music therapy. Have you guys like ever heard about like just using Chinese instruments to do session? Yeah, you do. Wow, very good. Nice of you. But like some people have heard it before, but it's still very weird to have Chinese instruments or like Asian instruments in the music therapy field. So that's why I would like to introduce this whole concept. And pentatonic scale is a very signature Chinese scale as well. And not only we're using in Chinese instrument, actually in Western we also use pentatonic scales to improvise. So I'm not saying like, oh, only Chinese instrument. I would like to just bring the pentatonic scales. Maybe in the future, when you're using your like instruments, you can also base on this scale to improvise as well. So now, because today's topic, I was talking about the trauma, right? The trauma-informed center therapy. So actually, why I want to like do this research is because I was working in a traumatic view, I would say, like experience view. So those kids, those young adults, they all have like traumatic experience, and that's why I'm digging in like how improvisation can actually help them. And I found that like in trauma-informed music therapy, which is I also put in the Google document, there's like 5 principles that we need to focus, and that's why pentatonic scale can match the principle that in the future for those clients, especially safety, trust, choice, empowerment, and collaboration, and also respect as well. So I'm gonna later on explain to you one by one as well. How about when we think about trauma? What do you think? Like those people, like, do they have any symptoms or any reaction? Do you have any idea? Like sadness or yeah. So actually, like when it comes to trauma, like people they have like some reaction. Oh, I'm not saying like these are the all the reaction they're gonna have, but it's just some common response they have. For example, they're very emotional dysregulation. Maybe sometimes they just easily draw into their memories, and make them to feel in the depression episode, or they can be like don't know how to regulate their emotion as well. And second is like they're numbing because they have been through a traumatic event. So that's why sometimes they just lost the ability to feel the emotion. And that's why we want to bring them to like back to the emotion and feel it again. And thirdly, there's might be some like cognitive error as well, because sometimes when we've been through a traumatic experience, we just don't know how to like react with it. We want to erase our memories. So these are the common response of trauma. And when I talk about therapy in Chinese way, these are two like old characters, very old characters we might use these days, but still. That one is actually music in Chinese character. So that one is medicine in Chinese character. So do you think it's quite similar, hey? Yeah, what is the difference, guys? Yeah? The little thing, yeah, on top. It's actually a herbal. It means a herbal. So what this means that very long time ago, Chinese people, they think about, oh, actually music is a kind of a medicine as well. It's not a new thing for us. So then we have therapy as well. This one, this character is therapy. And it's also using the same character as well. So it's a really, really long history about like how we use like Chinese instrument or like music in like therapy. And based on this, I would like to explain more like Chinese medicines and about like how it related to music therapy as well. So in Chinese, like traditional Chinese medical, they think that music is actually linked with our moods and behavior. So when we get sick, it's actually the harmony inside our body is out of balance. So how can we bring back them to in the balance, the yin yang is balanced as well, to make them feel like better, or to make them like back to the stage that we want them to be. Also, different kind of modes, what we're talking about pentatonic scales, they have different effects on human body. Very interesting is like, for example, do, re, mi, so, la, different kind of mode. They are actually related to our organs. But these are gonna be explained later because it's gonna be too long. And because of my friends here, like she's a Chinese medicine doctor, so that's why I get to know about all these concepts. Then about pentatonic scales, do you know, is do, re, mi, so. Yay, thank you so much. And then we have different kind of mode, but in Chinese way, we write it in numbers. We write it in numbers, so for me it's very hectic when I look at like, I don't know, when I start to learn music. And these are the modes I would like to introduce you guys. It's based on different notes as well. And then this is the thing I talk about. Do you know this song?
Yes.
Amazing Grace, right? So this one, 5 is actually represent right in number. Just a new way to introduce you guys. It's actually how we read about the music. So talk about literature review. These are the literature review I'd like to talk about. This is actually my final year presentation. I graduated like 2 years ago, and I always like want to do it as a research proposal. How we gonna select the data, collect the data, like later on you can read about it. And then what I find out is like the 2 theories I really like to talk about it. First is like the right feelings about improvise and really easy to improvise it. So it's not really a Chinese concept. It's actually from Northrop Robin. He also write about it. It's like, oh, actually he used pentatonic scale in his session as well. And it can provide a very safe atmosphere for like clients with traumas. And I'm gonna introduce you one by one. These are my research questions. Basically, it's just I want to focus on 3 areas. The first one is coping, how do we enhance the coping skills. The second one is emotional regulation, and the third one is resilience. And how can we find it? It's based on my research. It's going to be a qualitative phenomenological research, and the data studies and etc. etc. The participant will be like 18 to 22, which is also experience a traumatic event, and how we analyze this by like semi-structure, interview, observation notes, and the assessment for the system as well. Group session, I have did it in like a clinical place. And basically, I will just do a group session. First, I will introduce like the guzheng with them, improvise with them, and then let them try to improvise with me, or we can create a song list later on. Then these are the questions that I will be focused on, like what is the emotional change, what kind of like contributes change in the sessions, and I want rating about the engagement in the session as well. The outcome when we took a look of the music therapy method in trauma-informed care, there's two things. The first thing is about music relaxation and the entertainment, which is guzheng is also like doing it in this settings. They can also do it. But I have a question. So why music therapy session need to improvise in Pentatonic Scale in this situation, and why do we choose Chinese instruments to improvise as well? There's a really good image I would like to share you all is before we explore the trauma, we cannot just talk about the traumas, right? As we know. We need to do it step by step. For example, the first day what we need to do is feeling safe. Because if we immediately jump into the trauma, it's just like not really comfortable to talk about it. And which is when we improvise it, isn't it provide a safe arrangement, safe scale for them to improvise, especially for traumatic experience children or young adults. They might have lost their like ability, like they think they don't have any, how can I say, they don't have like any self-esteem to do as well. So that's why it's very important that first step we need to do is make them to feeling safe. And the second step, so as I have talked about, very interestingly, Chinese medicine. What they think about people get sick is actually the inner outer force is out of the balance. So the purpose of the medicine is actually make them to balance the yin and yang. Have you guys heard this term before? Yes, very good. And within the body. How we can do that is provide that is very harmonized melodies, make them feel safe, and then make them to connect the mind and body in between to become harmony places. And most important is make them feel safe and place in the safe session to easily achieve the outcome. And when we're doing the improvisation, we're doing very empathetic like improvisation. We're holding a container, which is this pentatonic scales. For them, they have like a fundamental base. They feel comfortable to improvise it. Then we can actually help the client have permission, but also have an underground for them to improvise in a safe way. That's how we're gonna help the coping and also the emotional regulation. And for like resilient response to the trauma, first is like, how can we increase the bonding for them? Which is like, if we use this instrument or pentatonic scales for them, it's easy to achieve the outcome, as I have said. So it's really easy for them to join in the community again and try to improvise it with it, okay? Activity times. I don't want to speak too much because I know everyone, like, you guys would like to try it. And I would like to say thank you to my Australia professor, which is Ollie. He has invented like some improvisation framework. I would like to introduce you all. It's called line graph. Basically, for like graph, you can see different kind of lines, right? So this line, like you can see, try to text rest, try again, or like heighten start working toward to calm, slowly, steady building up, and then resolution and maintain engagement without overwhelm. These are the 4 concepts that he always talk about me in the therapy session. So how about we have some music time, yeah? Is there anyone playing piano? Oh, sorry, everyone play. Is there anyone majors in piano? Hi, would you like to go to a piano and play with me? Sure, definitely. Yeah. So let's try the steady up and steady down. How about that? Yeah, that one, the first one.
Pentatonic.
Yeah, just like in D key. In D key. Okay, ready?
What do you have to do?
Just like play chords or anything in your mind in D key and pentatonic scales.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Great. When you're ready. improvisation with guitars, beatboxing, or even saxophone as well. There's another song called Don't Worry Be Happy, if you have heard about it before, which is also based in pentatonic scales, like that. But I would like to do activities with you all to talk about how we can make some music. So after we talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is related to so loud, right? So when I do like 1, can you sing do for me? So for example, do, very nice. Nice. So when I do the fingers, I'm gonna improvise like with my guzheng, and you can hear about it. Yeah. Are you ready? Or if you feel like want to add some harmonies, feel free to do it. Okay? Yeah, cool. I believe like everybody got it. Okay, ready? Ready, yeah? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Very good. And we did it. Thank you so much. And this is what I want to conclude, which is really amazing. Just trust me, read about like don't worry, happy to be happy. That guy, he explained more like he was jumping around doing improvisation as well. And if you really like my guzheng, there's actually an app that I have been inventing, like in my company. So this is called Here I Am apps. We have the apps that you can see. There's a Chinese music, like around 8 minutes. And we can also have like other music, you can improvise as well. And like you can listen for relaxation. I have all the information that I put in the QR code. So you can just like take a look of it and add it. And here's my references and special thanks to all these people who have been helping me. This is my family. My whole family also learning guzheng. So my twin sister and me and everyone. So thank you so much. I hope you learned a lot in this presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much for this inspiring lecture and also to take us in the Chinese pentatonic.
That is an honor. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Always very nice to have something active.
Thank you. Yeah.
Are there questions?
Or you want me to play some songs? Like, yeah. It's like the songs always people ask.
So this was the first answer of your question.
Yes, I have a question. When you improvise with a group, is everyone having this instrument?
No, I bring these instruments. I do turn taking. So, for example, like with kids, I do turn taking. It's like everyone, you have a chance, or I invite them to sing one note to harmony with my guzheng because it's kind of like big and it's like not a lot of people like have like guzheng at home. So even like for like China or like in Hong Kong, it's a very new concept to bring guzheng as improvisation as well. I don't know why it's kind of out of tune because like probably a long flight from Hong Kong to Belgium is very opportune. Like the string is not really listening to me, but yeah, it's a very good question. Thank you so much. So I do guzheng 1 and then turn taking. Yeah.
And other instruments are, for
Yeah, are the
example,
instruments, for example, like drums, guitar, but lot of times to like tune in our keys. Like for example, G, I need to move this string, 3 strings. So usually I call them to like, oh, play in D key and just like learn from it and play around with it and maybe pentatonic scale or maybe not pentatonic scale. Depends on the group dynamics, how to find out. Thank you so much for your questions. And
Some other questions?
yeah. Oh, hi.
Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation. I'm very happy to see people are using Chinese instruments.
Yeah, it's
and I'm wondering, I saw that you reference both Western music and Chinese music for pentatonic scale, but although they use the same scale, but aesthetically it's very different experience. I wonder in your research and clinical practice, have you found anything about both using pentatonic scale, but what are the intrinsic difference in Western and Eastern music?
Very, very nice question. Thank you so much. So in Western music, for example, when we play the instrument in pentatonic scales, we usually like skip some like strings. But like in Chinese instrument, for example, let's use an example. It's based in pentatonic scale. So for like those clients, they would feel more comfortable because no matter what they play is in the range here. So they feel very comfortable and very safe to play as well. And even like in like let's take jazz example. Jazz, they also play pentatonic scale all the time. Like for example, jazz musician, the genre always play that around. And I found that it's like the sense of music is different. Like for example, me, I would like to more do it more traditional way. But like for Western music, they're like much different. Like for example, they would do a lot of octave different. I always do in the like same range, but I would like to explore more and learn more about the Western concept we use in my music as well. Thank you so much for your question. Thank you. Yeah. Any questions?
Is there like the same concept of harmony, like resolution, because there's not really dissonance?
Sorry?
Like there's no chord progression, right? In
Yeah, they
pentatonic
can
scale?
do chord progression. It's just like I just wanted to show, like for example, like these kind of things. I can do chord progression as well. So for example, I usually play with 2 hands, but like today I just wanted to show you the melodic way. That's why.
But the Chinese music is also using chord progression.
Yeah, they will use like chord progression, like accompany as well. Like it depends on the music how it writes. So yeah, I would do that. But usually Gujen in like orchestra I play in, we usually do like melodic way or just harmony with like some Chinese fruit or herb with stuff like that. Thank you.
Thank you. Axel, you have also.
Yeah, it was just one question. If your app is also available in English, because I was checking it and I can read it.
Sorry?
Your app.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's have English. Oh, they don't have. It's okay. It's just like the thing is
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's because inside is English, so maybe they haven't changed it to English as well. I will tell them.
Okay.
But basically you just like press the little blue buttons. Okay? Sorry about that. I need to talk with my boss about it. So just this little blue button, press what you said, like all the information and the code. I put in this Google Documents, which is here. If you haven't scanned it yet, you can also scan it. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Moment. Here you are. Yes. This one is my scan. You can use it, and then you can have all the information. Yeah.
So we have, you have a question?
Yeah, if we have time, just one
Yes.
short question. Like, I saw that there were multiple kinds of pentatonic scales. Like in one of your slides.
Yeah. That one is a different kind of mode. So
Yeah,
like
there's different modes of
yeah, different kind of mode. It's just like Western music,
I
but
see.
just different kind of mode, but it's based in like Japanese, so lots of three different.
Yeah, it's just one star from the Ray.
Yeah, one
I know
star.
that, we all know that. But my question is
Yeah.
that do you use it intentionally? Like, do you use different modes of these pentatonic scales for different kind of therapeutic purposes?
Oh yeah, because like for as I say like Chinese medicine,
Mhm.
there was very like interesting topic, but I need to dig more about it. My Chinese medicine doctor was telling me that very long time ago when they hear different kind of mode, it's actually represent how do we help like our different kind of organs as well. For example, I remember like some tones when you listen, it's actually good for like your like heart or like how you feel depressed. You will listen to it. This kind of mode. But I need to dig more about it. It's like very very long research because it's very long time ago and not a lot of people really familiar with. And I'm still learning with my Chinese software.
Yeah, do you have any personal experiences like in your travel?
In
You use different modes on on your instrument. I don't know how to pronounce.
It's called Gujen. Yeah, it's
Gujen,
okay.
Gujen.
It's okay. So yeah, I do. Like for example, I would ask like my clients to pick different kind of mode if they have like they already have like basic like musical knowledge because they might get bored. Like you know, like some kids they have traumatic experience, they don't really want to get close to you. And I was like, how about we play a game? We switch the mode, and I was like, do you think you can read it? Like these kind of things I write in numbers. So like you know, like they feel challenged.
Yeah.
Of course I can do it. What do you mean? Like, and then I would do it with that. But for like, for a different kind of mode, like for a different kind of emotion, I'm still thinking of it. I'm still learning from it. But these is the activities I'm doing with it.
Thank you.
Cute.
Thank you. We have 1 minute left, and I propose you play one piece more.
I ask for a piece. If you move it upward to the moon, we talked about it yesterday.
The moon, yeah, I just played that. So.
Is
Is it that one? Is it that one?
No, it was another one.
Oh no,
That's
sorry.
no problem.
But I will play it for you if you like contact me. I will just record it. Yeah, songs.
So your time is over. No.
Okay.
You can please. We want
Really?
to hear
Okay.
one little piece.
So very traditional Chinese pieces, I really like it, and or like some Western music.
Improvisation.
I have on my Instagram, so you can follow me, and I will upload all my songs there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I really love that this is my instrument. If you want to come and play or record for free, you can come here. Or like, yeah, anyone want to come to try? I mean, I have some gift if you want to try this Chinese food.
Great.
Yeah, sure. I will just move it back. Oh, okay.
But 45. We have to stop because she will.
Okay, maybe I can put it up. Thank you so much. I will just put it outside. You can try. Thank you so much.
Ja. Ja. Maar moet je dan ook zo van in? Sì, so.
Ma lui non ci sta provando.